NNPC raises the price of petrol to 990 naira in Abuja and perhaps other states, and 965 naira in Lagos State. Now you can see that the economic reforms of Mr. President is doing very well. Okay? Now we're going to go into that soon. Okay? We're going to analyze that because that is what all the special advisor to the media and public affairs to the president is coming out to tell us, that everything is getting better. In December 2024, Dangote decided to bring down the price of petrol. Now, the reason why he did that was because of the festive season. He wanted people to be able to afford transportation and also make petrol available. And so for that, he decided to bring down the price of petrol. And as soon as he did that, a day or 2 days after, NNPC followed suit. So Dangote is partnered with MRS, and so MRS sold for 935 naira, while NNPC stations were selling for 965 naira. So recently, Dangote raised the price of petrol again, and he cited the increased price of crude. That's the reason why he had to do it. NNPC has followed suit now. Now the question is, what is NNPC's reason for increasing the price of petrol? Remember that NNPC is the one supplying Dangote with the crude. And another question everybody is going to ask is that, what is the benefit of the Naira for crude transaction? Because we are still buying petrol at expensive rate in the country. Everybody is citing the price of the dollar, the cost of crude in the international market. If we are doing Naira for crude transaction in this country, then is that supposed to matter? So that means they are still capping the cost of crude in the country with the exchange rate. So that means they were deceiving Nigerians by saying that something is going to change when the Naira for crude transactions begin. That's what it is. The price of petrol is supposed to crash in the country. Now, they keep talking about the market force. The federal government is not the one deciding how much petrol is going to sell in the country. The market force will. Now, is it possible that they can come out and truthfully explain this market force to Nigerians? So it's part of the economic reforms of Mr. President that is doing so well in the oil sector. Let's look at things this way. NNPC claims that the Port Harcourt refinery is functioning, and perhaps the Warri refinery. Okay? Now, if these refineries are functioning, it simply means that NNPC is pumping out her own crude and refining in her own refineries. So what is NNPC's reason for raising the price of petrol again, rather than bringing it down further? What's the reason? Why are they following Dangote? If Dangote's reason for increasing the price of petrol is because of the cost of crude, so what is NNPC's reason for doing the same thing? Because if we look at what happened in December, it simply means that NNPC is just waiting for Dangote to increase his price and then they follow suit. NNPC is waiting for Dangote to reduce his price and then they follow suit. That is what they are doing right now. So it's like the dynamics have changed. It used to be NNPC controlling the price. So now NNPC is now sitting back and waiting for inflation to hit any other business around the oil sector so that they can use that as an advantage to pop their price up. Is that the progress the economic reforms of Mr. President is doing? The bigger question here, with all these things I've said, is what is NNPC's reason for increasing the pump price of petrol? If they claim that their refineries are functioning, hence they are not importing. Because we're trying to discuss on a platter where we try to understand that the NNPC are no longer importing, right? They're no longer importing. So they're refining locally. So if they're refining locally, why are they increasing the pump price of petrol? Why? And mind you, the filling stations that are partnering with Dangote are still selling lower than the NNPC. I heard that the MRS are selling for 965 naira per litre currently, but but the NNPC are selling for 990 naira per litre. Is it supposed to be that way? It's a very big question. Why are we paying more when we can pay less?